The new member Sai Kumar and Sudhir, do you have SQL background earlier? SQL, Python, any data related background earlier?
Yeah, no, bro. For me, I don't have any background.
Okay.
Neither with me.
Okay. Then maybe today's class would be a bit difficult, but try to have the video as soon as possible. At least last 2 or 3 days. If you just go
Yeah.
through once, it should be helpful.
Okay, bro. Sure.
Okay, so starting from it should be very much helpful. How to create a table? We already learned how to create tables. We already learned how to manipulate data inside the tables. Okay, let me show you one more thing for your help. So this is SQL. We are learning SQL now. Today, this is day 4. So in SQL, the languages can be segregated in this manner: DDL, then DML, then DQL, DCL, TCL. So we have learned DDL. By DDL, we can create a particular table. We can drop a table. Drop means delete the table from database itself. We can alter an existing table. Alter means if we want to update any tabular structure of the same table. Okay, means I want to add one extra column of that table. So that can be done by alter statement. I want to rename a column. I want to impose a constraint. What is constraint? Please go through the video once. Constraint means to impose some rules on top of the tables. Maybe which column should be the primary key of that table. Okay. Truncate table means deleting all the records inside the particular table, but it will not doing the drop works. Drop means deleting the entire table structure from the database. Truncate means delete all the records from the table itself. So after that, you have learned DML. By DML, we can do data manipulation. It's called data manipulation language. So after creation of the table, we should have to insert the data in forms of rows. Okay, those are called rows. So we can insert the rows. We can update the existing rows. We can delete the rows. Those kind of operation we can perform in DML. And in DQL, last 2 or 3 days, we are doing only DQL. This is data query languages. We are not manipulating any data by this, but we are doing aggregation, joins, some order by a particular column. We are decorating the data or organizing the data. So everything we are doing DQL. Even today, I'll be covering some part of DQL today, and I'll be going there for DCL and TCL, and the entire SQL should be over for today. A few more topics should be left. I'll be covering by tomorrow. Okay. So this is the overall things I just try to convey so that you can get some idea. I'll be continuing that stuff DQL today. So the first topic, what we'll be learning, it's concept of dummy table. So you already found we can create this kind of table and we can do select query on top of this table. What is select query actually for the new members? We should have to put select. Those are all tables. In UI, the table looks like in this format. Okay. So suppose select star from employee. Employee is a table name, and those are the keyword. Select star means it should be printing all the column value. Okay, all the column name. Select star from is another keyword, then table name. Just select this thing and execute this statement. And this is the data inside the table. Okay, over here we pushed employee ID, employee first name, employee last name, experience, salary, department, date of birth. Okay, now what is the concept of dummy table? Dummy table is not being generated over here, but in each of the database there is a dummy table. So the dummy table's name is dual over here. So why dummy table is being used? Dummy table is having only one row and one column, and we can do, just like for any quick calculation. What calculation? Let me show you. Suppose 6, I'm doing an arithmetic calculation. 6 plus 5 from dual. Dual is the dummy table available in this database. Okay, we can see only one single row and one single column available. I can even remove this dual. I can only put select 6 plus 5. I'm not fetching the data from an existing table of this database. There is no such database available dual. Even I can remove dual. I'm only executing this thing. Okay. For date related activity, just like current date. I think this is the thing. Let me quickly check it. Yes. So current date, it's a function. If we just do this thing, select current date, it will be showing us the machine's date. Okay. Today's date, it will be populated. So now what is the purpose of this dummy table? It's having only one element. So based on actually we want to do some complex calculation on top of any select query. Before doing that, we want to finalize the particular complex inbuilt function or complex function. Then we can use this kind of dummy table. We can do a quick check over here. When our function is ready, we can move this function, put it to our original select query. So you can do the trial and error method by this function over here in the dummy table. And when our function is finalized, when our complex logic is finalized, we can move it to our original query. Okay. If there is any stuck point or any doubt, please ask me. Moving on to the next topic, date related function. So before going into the date related function, I want to show you date data type. Actually, I think I have already covered. So for the new guys, actually, what is data type? So when doing the DDL statement, when performing the DDL statement, we need to announce the data type of each of the column. So what is the data type? Data type means which kind of data that particular column should consist. Suppose for employee ID, it is consisting integer kind of data. I'm just selecting employee. You can see all the data types for each of the column. Employee ID is consisting integer. You can see those are integer. Employee first name, it's varchar. You can see it's varchar. Varchar means string data type. Employee last name is also varchar. Experience is in integer. Its whole number 6 to 16. Salary is also integer. Department is varchar. The size is different for department and first name. That means the maximum character it will allow 20. Department will allow 20 character length. First name and last name will allow 40 characters of length. Date of birth, it's by default date data type. Okay, it's a date data type, this one. So now I want to just tell on top of date, there is lots of function available. But that particular column must be in date data type. And for MySQL, I told you the default date format of this column should be YYYYMMDD. If we do not insert the particular record in date of birth column in this format, it will be throwing an error. Okay. How to show you? Let me show you an example. I'm updating this particular element. Currently, it's having null value. So how to update this record? We need to put update statement, update employee. Okay, so for the new person, update is a DML execution, data manipulation language. We are updating an existing records value. Set DOB equal, suppose 1992 to 14. I need to put an where clause. Why I need to put where clause? Anyone? Tanuja? I'm doing update statement. Why I'm doing where clause over here?
Like you select the table, which one you need, like where like you want an employee ID or employee
Not
first name.
okay. Not selecting the table. Selecting only this record.
Yeah,
Okay.
the record.
So I'm doing update employee set date of birth. This column is DOB equal 1992 02 14, where employee ID equal, okay, employee ID equal, I want to update this record. So employee ID equal 116. I have executed it. Let's do the select query once more time. You can see this data has been updated. I have inserted this record for this particular row. Okay. But if I do the same thing, okay, for 117, there is nothing. Suppose I'm 1995 04 14. Okay, I have just updated a bit. Let me change something. Suppose I'm just changing this format. Okay, so I'm updating this date value, this one with this one. Okay, it's throwing an error. What is the error? Incorrect date value, this one. So if we do not maintain this format in date data type, so it's not recognized by this language. It's recognized as a varchar. If it's a varchar string for DOB, then it should be easily inserted. Okay, it's a string. But if we just update the thing over here, then only it can be inserted properly. Okay, that's the concept. So while pushing the date, just maintain what should be the default date format for that particular language. Maybe for MySQL database, this is the date format. For Oracle or SQL Server, there is a default, different date format. If we just check in Google with default date format for Oracle database, it's DDMONYY. Okay, so it's a different one. The same thing, if I just going to insert over here, it should not be inserted because it should be throwing an error because this should be a string for this one. Similar kind of stuffs. It should be vice versa for this Oracle as well. So we need to be aware which is the default date format. Now I am just going back to the topic. I have one particular column having date data type, that is DOB. Removing this thing. Yes. So the advantage of having this data type, because there is lots of inbuilt function available for data type. What are those functions? Just like day, month, year, what it should be doing. So let me show you. Select. Okay, now I'm just picking up employee ID, employee first name. Rather, let me do one thing. Select star. Then I'm just implementing day DOB. So it's an inbuilt function which should be working on top of any date data type. So DOB is a date data type. I'm doing day function over there, month function over there, year function over there. From employee table. Okay. So till DOB, it's an existing data set. So I have added these 3 new columns. It's a calculative columns of that particular table. It's a derived column, rather we can say. In this derived column, you can see this is extracting the day from this particular date. Okay, it's extracting month. This is 4th, month is 6, year is 1990. So this is inbuilt functions available. We should be working on top of date. So if that particular column is in string format, I cannot able to extract this information. There is date difference. So I can do a date difference. Current date, we already learned it. If I just put current date, it's another extra column. Current date should be today's date. Okay. So there is date difference. Date difference means date difference between two date. Let's do a quick example. Let's calculate the age of each of the employee in a new column called age. Let me remove those stuffs. How to calculate age? So we can do one thing. I'm just extracting year from the date of birth. Okay. I am also extracting year from current date. Okay. So that can be age. Let me show you. I think that is possible. So I'm extracting year from current date and year from date of birth. Yes, this is the age. Okay, let's alias this column. It's not looking a good thing here. I'm aliasing the column as age. Alias means I'm renaming the column name over here. Okay. So this is a derived column. Age was not there inside the table. I cannot see the age column over here, but I can derive it easily. Each of the person's age over here. But this is not, that cannot be accurate actually. Because maybe I'm just extracting year and extracting year from current date and I'm doing a subtraction operation over here. Maybe I'm not considering the month over here. So that cannot be accurate actually because maybe I'm just doing this thing on top of here and the month calculation I'm not doing. Maybe someone have a date of birth on December of a particular year, but we are still in month of July. So his age will be extra for one more year because we haven't reached till December. So for this thing, to remove this issue, we can do some more manipulation. Suppose we can do, okay, let's do not extract year first here. I'm not extracting year. I'm doing the date diff operation. Is it the same? Date diff, okay. Let's run it. Okay, date diff operation, what it is doing, it's just helping us the difference of days between these two date. One is current date, another one is date of birth. So this is the days of difference. Okay, let me divide this thing by 365. Okay, so this is in kind of accurate. We are just going ahead with more accuracy of the age. So I can do a floor value over here. Floor means it will eliminate the decimal places. Okay, floor value. We know what is floor value, what is ceiling value. So it's another inbuilt function. Okay, so what's the thing we are doing over here? We are doing a date diff. It's a date function, date related inbuilt function, date difference between current date and date of birth. It should be coming as days format, days. Then I'm just dividing it by 365 because 365 should be there in a particular year. And also aliasing the same thing as age. Okay. Any doubt from anyone for this example? Okay, there is nothing. Conditional statement. In the DQL select query, I'm just doing a derived column based on condition. How to do that? Okay, let's do this select start from, it's fine. I'm removing everything. Okay, let's create a derived column. So based on salary, okay. So we can create a particular column which can help us. Suppose the condition should be such like this. If the employee's salary is greater than 1,20,000, okay, then the column should consist high if the salary should be just like this, 8,000. Okay, suppose 80,000 or 50,000 to 1,20,000, then we can, the new column should be having medium or medium. And if the salary is less than equal 50, then we can put low or moderate, anything. I'm just doing this thing. So I'll be creating a new derived column, imposing those kind of conditional stuffs. Okay. I'm just doing this thing in this only. So how to do that? We can use a case statement. So this should be derived column. It should be printed after my entire tabular structure. So it's like case when salary is, I can just put this thing. Okay, case when salary, this is salary is greater than 1,20,000, then put high. Okay, space over there. The next, when salary, I can just put this thing. When not this way, I cannot put in this way actually. Salary is greater than 50,000 and salary then just putting this, just in an enter for each of the clauses. Let's do things. When case greater than this, then high. When salary this and salary this, then medium. I can do else. Okay, else. This is the third one. So I can put a else. else low. From, okay, I need to end this case statement, and I need to alias the entire column, maybe scale. This should be our new column, or salary scale, anything from employee. Let's run this. It's showing an error. Unknown column salary. What is this? Okay, this one. Okay, it's having our data now. So this is our new derived column. We have alias this thing by this cell underscore scale. Based on the salary, based on this condition, we have segregated the data. Okay, medium, low, high, low, medium. Okay, in this way. Okay. This is called conditional statement. We have imposed conditional statement to derive a particular column, and can able to see this in this manner. Going to the next topic, analytic function. Okay, this is very much important, and this can be asked in interview questions as well. Row number, rank, tens rank. Those are three analytic functions available. Those are also called Windows function in SQL. What are those functions? So let me just have a quick row number, rank, and another one is dense rank. Okay, so let's check one by one. So each of those can be helping us with the derived column to determine rank. Okay, rank based on a particular column. So suppose based on experience, I'm setting up some rank. Okay, so whoever is having higher experience, I'll be putting them rank 1. Okay, in this manner. So this is a derived column helping us with getting the rank. So I'm just removing that conditional stuff from here. Okay, I'll be doing the rank operation now. Row number over. Row number over means over which column I'll be imposing that constraint. I need to put another bracket, order by experience. Okay, that thing I can put rank based on experience. Okay, so you can see. Okay, one thing. So over here, it's ordering the experience. Ordering means order based on ascending nature. Okay, row number over order by experience, and giving this rank underscore experience a new column name, which should be contains the ranking stuffs. Okay. Now, this was not my motto. Actually, the higher experience should be rank 1. So I can do a descending. We have done this thing in sorting part. So order by experience in descending in nature. Then I'll be imposing that stuffs. Yes. So rank 1 should be that particular person's having 20 years of experience. Then rank to 16, 15, 14. Okay. So this is how row number should be working. So the particular thing we need to represent in this manner. The particular operation we need to mention in this manner. Function name over on top of which column I'll be ordering the entire data set. I need to put it over there, and the derived column should be in front of us. Now the thing is, we learned row number, what is rank and what is dense rank. So this should be okay. Let's see this thing. So till 14 it's fine. 20 is rank 1, 16 is rank 2, experience 15 is rank 3, experience 14 they're having the rank 4. There are two persons having experience 10 and 10, but we are ranking them 5 and 6. The particular person Aditya, they can complain that why his rank is 6. Both of them are having the same experience of 10 years. Okay. Same kind of stuffs can be appeared for Sujit and Manju. Manju can complain why she is having rank 8. Okay. Although they are having the same experience. To remove this kind of stuffs issue, we can see for 2 as well. There are 3 persons, 3 fresher. They have joined with, they are having experience of 2 years, and you can see their rankings are 10, 11, 12. So we should not be, if we just eliminate this kind of ranking system, we can introduce this rank. Instead of row number, we can use this rank. Okay. Let's run the same. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Then for this one, there are 10 years experience. You can see the rank has not been changed for that system. They're having the same rank 5 and 5. Okay. For this thing as well, for 6. Okay. Now for if we are using rank over here, we can see for this rank, we haven't modified it. There is 5, 5, but we are losing rank 6 over here. Why we are losing? Because the inbuilt logic is imposed such a way, if I'm taking one ranking places, so the total ranking places, the last one should be the same. Actually, that means that as 5th position has been captured by 2 different employees, they are omitting the 6th position. And again, 7th position they're starting with. Okay. So 7th has been captured by 2 different person. That's why 8th position has been omitted. And it's been captured 9th. The next record is 9th. After that, 3, 10 is there. So if there is a next person, then it should be starting with 11, 12. Then it should be starting with 13. They will be skipping 2 different ranking. So this is the feature of rank function. Now take into consideration for dense rank. It's a bit different from rank, but it's almost same. Just like we can segregate 2 same things by 2 ranking points, that is fine. Okay, for dense rank, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 is there, but we are not losing any ranking place. For rank, we can see as we are using 2 same rank places for these cases, we are omitting rank 6. But in this case, it's not appearing in this way. Rank 5 is there, then rank 6 is also there. Okay. Rank 7 is there, then ranking 8 is there. So just like in CBSE or ICSE, any ranking system, you can see multiple persons can capturing 2nd spot. Then maybe suppose there are 2 person is there in 2nd spot, but they are not omitting the 3rd spot. Okay, 3rd ranking system. There is also 3rd ranking system. So they are using a dense rank over there. Okay. But suppose in Olympic gold medals match. Okay. in Olympic gold, Olympic match, suppose multiple persons has captured, there are 3 positions only, first, second, third, silver, gold, silver and bronze, but 2 persons captured the gold medal. Then they are omitting the second place. So another person is achieving the bronze. So the ranking systems over there is just like this. 2, 1, then it's omitting 2 and using third rank. So it's a operation of rank, not dense rank. Okay. Okay, just give me 1 second, please. I'm coming in 1 minute. Yeah, sorry for that. I'm back. So did you get to know the difference between row number, rank, and dense rank? So just a quick recap once more time. Row number, we can, the 3 kind of stuffs, all of the 3, they can be used for having a ranking systems, a derived column on top of a particular existing column. I can put ranking systems and I can derive the new column by this way. Okay. But there's a difference between row number and rank and dense rank. For row number, the main disadvantage is if based on which column I'll be doing the ranking system. If that particular column consists the same data, it will just check which particular row has been inserted in the table at the first. Then row number will be providing rank on top of that. Okay, suppose 2 10s are there, it will be checking which record has been inserted earlier. So this record is inserted earlier, so it will be having a precedence of the ranking system on top of that. But in practical scenario, this should not be the example, or this should not be a good ranking system. That's why we need to introduce rank and dense rank function. For rank function, if same kind of rank or based on same kind of experience, we can put same rank, but we can eliminate one particular ranking position after that, just like we have checked it. But for dense rank, we are not eliminating any ranking position. So this is the main difference for rank and dense rank. Now let's do one thing. Maybe for this ranking system, maybe IT person, they can complain. So why we have the same ranking system? For the entire company, because in the company there are several departments. There is BPO, there is BUIT, there is HR. Okay, there is business associate, there is IT people. There are IT people, there are business associate, BA, HR, those kind of stuffs are there. But we should have to place ranking system for each department. We should not put ranking system based on the entire company. For that thing, we need to do a clause over here called partition by. Partition by which column? Partition by department. Okay. Okay, partition by. I think I have done a partition. I have done a typo over here. So I have done the ranking system based on department. I mean, I'll be categorizing the department, I mean, ranking system on top of department. Okay. And then I'll be doing the ranking system. So over here, there are null values. It's not good actually. We should be having some value for department. Let me update these two values. So I am just doing an update clause, update table name is employee, set department equal BA. Again, I'm putting BA where employee first name equal Ramya. Let me run it. It's been executed. There is another one. Select start from employee. Another department for Aditya. Aditya is, let's suppose it is an IT person. Just I have updated the null values to some values. Okay. Now I can see there is no null department. Yes, fine. Let's run this thing. Okay. So we have segregated the value or data set based on department. So you can see it's also grouped, just like BAs are coming earlier, then BPO, 2% from BPO, one is from BUIT, 2% are from HR, and the rest of the staffs are from IT department. Okay, so we have done a ranking system on based on each department. So in each of the department, we are again doing that order by clause on based on experience. So 14 should be coming first and then 10. I'm giving rank only in this BA. BA, 1, 2, 3. Our BA things are over. So the ranking system is now splitted based on the department only. Again for BPO, only 1 and 2, you can see it's a separate ranking system. So it's not been overlapped between BA and BPO. Okay, for BUIT, only one single person is there, rank 1 is there. For HR, again, 2 persons, 1, 2. For IT department, 10, 6, 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Similar kind of stuff should be happening for rank and row number, but the same difference between rank, row number, dense rank that I already mentioned or stating, I have already stated earlier, it should be there. But just what we are doing, we are partitioning the entire data set based on a particular column. And then we are imposing the ranking part. Okay. So this is the thing, the ranking thing or analytics part we just learned over here. Any doubt from anyone till now? Any doubt on top of analytic function?
No.
Okay, Pradeep. Okay, we have almost whatever we have learned. Let me just quickly have a recap. So we have covered the DQL now. So DDL, DML is already covered at the first day, and the next 3 days we have covered DQL. There are few more things. I'll be checking if there is any more thing. I'll be trying to cover the same by tomorrow's session. Okay. Now, DCL and TCL. What are the two things? Those are not very much important as for the database engineer perspective. But DCL can be used if you are working as a role of database administrator, DBA. So then you need to use this DCL commands. I mean, DBA, what DBA can do, multiple resource can be working in a particular database. They can be developer of this project. They can be data scientist of this project. They can be support team member of this project. So based on their role, DBA can grant the access. Okay. Suppose a particular person doesn't need the DDL privileges. DDL means the particular person cannot delete the table. The particular person can create a new table inside the database. The particular person cannot update any tabular structure in the database. They can also they do not have the access for DML privileges too. They cannot able to insert data over there. They cannot able to update data over there. They just have the read permission. That means only DQL privileges are there. So DCL commands are those commands. It's called data control language, specially been done by DBA team member. They can control access part for each of the employees. Okay, who should be having the access for the database? Currently, I'm admin for this particular database. Even I'm also the user of the database. So I can control everything. I have all the access over here. I can create the databases as well. Here is my administration part. Okay, I can shut down the server. I want to, just speed up the servers, but I found that there is some glitches. It's very slow. So I can quickly start up or shut down. I can check the server log anytime. I can check the different users and their privileges. Okay. Only root user is there, and that is myself. So there is no such thing, but I can control everything. Okay. So this is the particular part, administration. I can do the stuff from UI side, and I can also do this thing by putting query. If we just put query, the main particular two commands are there. One is called grant, another one is called revoke. So obviously grant means to give the privilege. But there are a variety of privileges, as I mentioned. There are DDL privileges, maybe there are DML privileges, maybe only read access, that is only DQL privileges. Okay, so all those privileges are there, but we need to choose which kind of role we need to grant if I'm a DBA. Similar kind of stuff is for revoke. Revoke means revoking the part. Suppose one particular person has left the company. So I need to revoke all of his access. So then revoke can be used. Okay. So I'm not going deep for this DCL because that should not be used as a database engineer or data engineer. It's mainly used for DBAs, database administrators. Okay. Another thing is called DCL is data control language. TCL is transaction control language. We are doing, okay. So specifically for DDL and DML operation, we are updating the table structure and table data. The DDL operation are whatever transaction we are doing in the database by DDL command, those are getting saved automatically inside the database. Okay. But the DML operation, those needs to be saved. So whatever changes, whatever manipulate I have done in the database, that is not the permanent one. Okay. Suppose for an example, over here, by the same instance over here for today's instance, whatever I have done 3 or 4 update statement. Just I have updated the department. I have inserted someone's date of birth over here. Okay. But if I just close that database instance and I'm trying to log in again, whatever DML I have covered over here, the data can be lost. Okay, let me show you. I'm disconnecting my database instance. I'm not saving it. Okay, sorry. I'm also closing the database connections too. I'm relogging it. Okay, it's a fresh window. All the tables are present. Okay, so we can see there are two null values available. So whatever data I have inserted over here, I have updated these two records. If you can remember, one was IT, another one maybe he was BA. Okay, but the thing has been removed because I haven't saved it inside the database. So that particular transaction can be controlled by these three commands: commit, save point, and rollback. Those are called transaction control language. Those are also not very much important, but you need to know, especially for the commit statement. Commit one. Commit means saving it from the data, database. So whatever changing we are doing, if we want that change needs to be saved, then we can execute a commit statement, or we can just simply click on there. It's that particular button is for UI purpose. You can see commit the current transaction. So whatever transaction I have made, it will be committing it. Okay, that's the purpose of commit. Let's do a commit. Suppose let me update this thing once more time. So update table name, set dpt equal it, sorry, where employee ID equal 202. Okay. Okay, now one more question to an existing student who can answer me that why I have put single quote for IT, why I'm not putting single quote over here, 202. Anyone? Yeah, Harish.
So we don't use single quotes for the integers. We only use
Correct,
it for
correct.
the plan.
Correct, yes. So employee ID is an integer data type. So we can put, there'll be no issue. We can also put, but if we do not put, there'll be no issue. But for varchar data type column, if we want to define any kind of data, department is a varchar. Let me show you. Employee. So department is varchar in nature. Employee ID is integer in nature. So that's why we haven't put quote over here. But we can definitely put, there'll be no issue. But this is a necessary one for varchar data type. I have updated this thing and now I can commit. I can put commit statement and execute it, or else I can click on this thing. Anything we can do. If we then lost the track of this database, then I can see that commit should be there. I'm just relogging into the database instance. I'm just trying to run this query. I can see Aditya, that particular person's department has been updated. It's not been lost because we already execute the commit statement. That is the cause behind it. Okay. What is save point and what is rollback? I'll be coming these things parallelly. So suppose we have multiple transactions. Okay. Each transaction we can save it as a save point value. Suppose a particular employee salary has been extended a bit. Okay, let's have a track for Sujit. The first, this employee, his employee has been increased to 85,000. 85,000. Okay, set salary equal 85,000. As salary is integer data type, I can put or I cannot put a quotation over here. single quote over here. So set salary 85,000 where employee ID equal 111. Okay, let's execute it. I'm just saving this transaction as a save point. Save point, let me give a name S1. Okay, I'm doing another update statement for another employee. Okay, 85,000 has been updated for Arijit. It should be 60. Let me just put Arijit. It should be 60,000. Let me put the same thing. 60,000 for Arijit. His employee ID is 112. Let me update the data. Okay, after executing the data, executing that query, sorry, not data. I'm saving it to S2, save point S2. This save point will be working for temporary storage of each of the save point, each of the database instance. Okay, if I just run it, you can see both of their data has been updated to 85,000 and 60,000. Now here it's, suppose I have inserted or I have run a wrong update statement. I want to roll back that statement. Okay, then I can use that rollback to, suppose maybe my S2 transaction, it was not a good transaction. I mistakenly updated it to 60,000. It should be as it was earlier phase. So roll back to S1. I can execute to which save point I need to move. Okay. I'm just going to roll back to S1. I'm executing this thing. Let's try to run this query once more time. We can see the whatever I have done by this command that has been removed. That transaction has been deleted by this rollback statement. Okay. So this kind of whatever transaction we are doing by the DML statement, that can be controlled by these three keyword: commit, save point, and rollback. Okay. Just to let you know, the DDL should be auto committed in nature. Means DDL, whatever DDL I'll be executing, that should be automatically saved into the database. But the especially whatever we have done for this three statement, especially for DML. DMLs are not auto committed in nature, or the save point and rollback steps we need to do on top of DML executions only. Okay. Any doubt from anyone? I think we have covered today's session. So we learned what is DDL, what is DML, DCL, TCL, and DQL. So please go through this once more time. I'll be giving you in one example. Let me show you. SQL exercise 1. Let me just check. Okay. So this exercise I'll be putting into the WhatsApp group. There are two exercises. Okay. Try to cover at least one, the first one by your side. It's very simple. Just try to cover. That should be covering all the whatever we have covered till now, DDL, DMLs and all. Everything should be covered by this exercise. So try to cover at least one. In the second day, we can cover this thing. So tomorrow, let's try to cover this thing. You can search it in. It's very simple. The first, create tables based on each subject areas. The subject area should be present over here in Excel. Merge all the tables and keep it in a separate table. Merging, how you can merge it? You can just check the data. You should be having the concept. Then you have to do some aggregation functions. That means the group by and aggregation. Okay, let's try to do this thing. You can check it tomorrow's session. I'll be just pasting these things inside the group, in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Okay, so that's all for today's session. Any doubt for today's session from anyone?
Bro, just I just need the links of past videos. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sudhir, you want the previous session, correct?
Yeah, can you share that in WhatsApp group so that I can check in morning or whenever I'm free?
Yeah, let me do one thing as of now. Anyone has that link handy? I mean, the last day I have just put it OneDrive link, but let me check it from there.
And even the assignments, like, are there in the OneDrive?
Yeah, actually, I have put this thing in OneDrive, and I used to put to Upendra. Upendra, just download this thing from my OneDrive and give it to you. 26, 20. Okay, I have those thing handy. I'm just sharing it. And I'll be telling Upendra as well to give you the link. You can get the match from there. As of now, you can check those things.